What's up, eShow fam? My name is Lauren Smith, and welcome to another episode of Committed. Committed is proudly presented by Elite Prospects, the ultimate online resource for hockey stats, transfers, and player profiles since 1999. Now, today I am here with the Connecticut Chiefs captain, defenseman at number 44, Dominic Chirico. He's an Overland Park, Kansas native. He's headed off to SUNY Brockport next season. How are you doing today, Dom?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing good. I've been excited to do this one with you. You've been a fun player to watch this season. Let's get a little bit of background going about you. How and kind of when did you first get into hockey?
So it kind of happened when I was back when, I was young. I was born in Buffalo, New York, Amherst specifically. And when I was young, my dad and my mom moved to Kansas for my dad's job. And so, it gets a little warmer in Kansas. So on like a Friday here and there, we go to public skate, my mom, my brother and I, and, I just kind of stemmed from there.
And have you always been a defenseman, or did you try any of the other positions?
So I was a forward basically until I was 14. And then my team in Iowa, we needed a guy to kind of step back and play defenseman. And I was just ready to go. And I just wanted to help the team out. And, also I had a stint there when I was younger that I played some goalie, but I was no good at that.
It's a tough position. It takes a special kind of person and a player to be able to fill that role.
Yeah,
so I don't blame you.
I'm not that guy.
Did you have any favorite players growing up, or people you kind of try to model your game after?
So growing up, my favorite player was Jason Pominville. I'm a huge Sabres fan, and that's not great. Back in the day when I was younger, they were pretty good. They had a couple of good years there. Jason Pominville, Ryan Miller, and that was a team I loved to watch. And I actually moved and became a Wild fan when Jason Pominville went to the Wild, and I just kind of followed him along the way. And then he came back to Buffalo, so I was like, yeah, I'll be a Sabres fan again. And that hasn't really helped me, but I'll still stick with him for the whole ride.
And your younger brother, you mentioned him, also plays hockey. He's a goalie. What has it been like to be able to have him around, going through the same kind of experiences together?
Oh, it's great. Back when we were younger, it was always him and I in the garage. I'd be shooting on him. Sometimes he'd shoot on me. He likes to shoot. But when back in the day, he played for Omaha when I was in Omaha. So we both moved up there with my mom, who she's the best. She moved up there with us, and it was awesome. I just, every day, him and I getting better together. And like during the summer, he'll always go out and skate with all the guys in Kansas, and it's always a great time.
And speaking on those junior teams, you spent time with Omaha AAA, like you mentioned, also the Iowa Wild and the Skipjacks Hockey Club before you came over here to the Chiefs last season. What were your experiences like with those teams?
Oh, great experiences. In Iowa, it was a little different. We would drive up for the weekend and kind of play with the team for the weekend. Sometimes it'd be a practice weekend here and there. I had a great time in Iowa. Those guys I played with all the way back from when I was like 10 years old. We played for like 4 years together. That was great. And then in Omaha, that was my first time kind of moving away from Kansas and getting that hockey experience. I went to a school called BC West, and it was 300 people, and 50 of us were hockey players. And it was in Valley, Nebraska, and we just had a great time. And it was a lot of fun. And then in York, for the Skipjacks, I played both my years of 18s there, and that was the most fun I've ever had playing hockey. We'd go to the rink. I'd get to the rink at like 6 a.m. I'd be there till 7, 8 p.m. And, I took online school during that time. So I just do my school while I was at the rink and skate, work out, things like that. And I'd get it all done while I was at the rink and go to bed, do it all again the next day. We had a really tight-knit group there, and I loved my time there in New York.
And this is your second season now with the Chiefs, and this year you landed the role of captain. What has that opportunity been like for you?
It's a learning experience every day. And being a captain, you got things that you have to take care of that, other guys on the team, they might not know what goes on behind the scenes. And being a captain, it really helps you grow as not only a leader on a team, but also as a person. And I'm really happy that I've had this challenge and been able to, lead the Connecticut Chiefs this season.
And you also actually got to have a bit of a taste of the college hockey experience as a member of the EHL's All-Star College Series team this season. What was that experience like for you?
Oh, that was awesome. It was great to get a taste, and they're fast, they're strong, things like that playing 2 years of junior hockey, you think that next year it'll be same type of thing. It's not. They're really good hockey players, and the guys we had on our team, we were competitive, and it was a great chance to kind of meet all those guys as well from other teams, but it was also some great hockey, and I had a lot of fun with that.
And it actually just happens that EHL will actually be playing Brockport next season as part of next season's All-Star College Series. How kind of special is that for you to kind of almost be able to give back to the league in a way?
That's awesome. I didn't know that, and I'm really looking forward to that because I love the EHL. 2 years here, so I can't wait.
And this one might put you on the spot a little bit. What has been your favorite hockey memory up to this point in your career?
So my favorite hockey memory is actually when I was a squirt. I was a squirt AA player for the Missouri Mavericks, and it was called states, but we played like Nebraska and Iowa and teams like that, and I was playing for Missouri, and we were playing Omaha Lancers, the team I eventually went to play for. And we had the state championship game, and I'm a squirt, so it's not that big of a deal, but I end up getting a 2-on-1 with a guy, and he passes me the puck and I score. We win that game 1-0. And I got the MVP of the tournament, and that was kind of just like a big moment for me that is always kind of stuck with me.
That's awesome. That's a big confidence boost right there, landing an MVP after that too.
Exactly.
And so you're headed off to SUNY Brockport this fall. There's been plenty of opportunities in this league for players to have many scouts and coaches getting to look at them at all these showcases. What was the scouting process like for you leading up to your eventual commitment to Brockport?
Oh, it was, Coach Heffernan, he really helped me a lot. He reached out to Coach Dickey and kind of introduced me to him, and I went on a visit before the season. They were watching me all year, and he'd come watch me play and things like that. And it was just, he was ready to commit me, and I was super excited because that was the top of my list. So I'm really excited to go to Brockport next year.
And I believe, if I remember correctly, you were the first player from your team this season to commit, and were able to share that news with them in kind of a special way. That nice little video you guys posted in the locker room. And it seems like once you landed your commitment, they just kept pouring in for the Chiefs. And players like Guo and Davis also off to their respective schools. How special has that been for you to be able to celebrate moments like that with them?
It's great. The Chiefs, we're a brotherhood. We're showing up to the rink every day, and they're smiling, giving each other high fives, hugging, things like that. And so when one guy succeeds, everybody else is succeeding at the same time. I've said before, my commitment is for every other guy in that room. The better we play as a team, the better everybody looks. And when you get to celebrate things like commitment with the rest of the team, it's really something special.
That's awesome. I love that. And there's also some other notable EHL names that'll be joining you this fall, including Ryan Breaux from the Ducks, Josh Higgins from the Avalanche, and Josh Grund from the Rangers. How kind of special is that for you to be able to have guys you've played with or played against in this league now become your teammates? I know you also, I believe Ryan Breaux was on the college series team with you too. So what's that going to be like for you to be able to have them?
And Grund was on that college series team. So it's, it'll be a lot of fun. I think it's going to bring us together. I know we swept the Ducks last week, so that was a little bit of bragging rights for Breaux, and I'll get to hold that over his head for the next 4 years. But Grund, Higgins, they're all just great guys, and I can't wait to spend the next 4 years with them. And
you're kind of very fortunate too, because the Brockport team has quite a few notable EHL alums on their team right now too, so that'll be kind of cool for you guys to join in that little group.
Exactly. I'm super excited.
And the head coach there, Brian Dickinson, you mentioned him earlier, he has led the program since 1996. And before that, he coached for Buffalo State and SUNY Fredonia. What does it mean to you to be able to have a coach with so much experience and success under his belt?
So it's a big deal. I think that, it means that you're going to be a successful team, and, he's got the expertise to kind of lead our team, and he'll have the right answers for when things might be going wrong. Then I'm sure they'll be going right just as much, and I'm super excited to play for him. He's a great guy, and I'm super excited.
And what drew you to the school besides the hockey program, obviously?
They've got a great business program that I'm really excited to be a part of, and also being born in Amherst, a lot of my family is back in Buffalo. So, and my sister just had a baby, so my niece will be there. So I'll get to see them. It's 50 minutes down the road, so I'll be able to be close enough and just get to see them all the time, and they'll get to see me play. They haven't gotten to see me that much because I've been in the Midwest and things like that. So the business school, being close to I guess home really, and obviously the hockey program is something special too.
And you mentioned the business school. Is that kind of what do you want to go into studying?
Yeah. I'm studying business administration next year.
Okay. Do you know what you want to do with that?
I'm not really quite sure, but I'm just gonna take it and run with it.
Well, to kind of end it on more of like a personal note, what are going to be some of kind of your biggest takeaways from your time here with the Chiefs?
Oh, that's a good one. I think it's just definitely I've become a better leader. Every time I have a challenge here or there with leading, not every day is a sunshine and rainbows, even though it does seem like, I'm smiling all the time. Some tough things happen, and you just got to be able to keep an even seven throughout and kind of move on as things go along. And, also I'm growing up, everybody playing junior hockey, we all have to grow up a little bit, and it's helped me just become a better human.
I love that. Well, I appreciate you taking the time for this. It's been fun to kind of get to know a little bit more about you. I know we've talked here and there at the showcases, which has been fun, but it's cool to kind of get some more inside info about you and share that about you with everybody. And we definitely will miss you next season, but we look forward to seeing all the good things you get up to at Brockport.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. Thank you.